here and how are you guys doing? I'm so sorry I'm late. You guys know I'm always, almost always late. But I know that you guys have been waiting and hopefully you're very understanding. You know how things go sometimes when you plan to come live at a certain time and before you know it other things come in between, but I'm glad I'm here. Hope you guys are fine. I see that some of you have been leaving comments. I'm gonna read your comments, but if you are still here, let me know in the comment section by just saying hi, but I'm gonna do a quick sound check to be sure my sound is good on YouTube. Yes, we are good. So I am not alone today. I am not alone, as you can see. Hello, Hannah. Hello, Jan. Hello, Vanessa. Hello,
Hey,
Lucy.
Blessing.
Hey,
Sexy Fox. I
Blessing.
am joined today by two amazing people. People I've met before, and some of you have met them. But for the newbies here, I'm just going to let them reintroduce themselves. Take it away.
Okay, hi guys. My name is Portia, and
My name is C Dub.
then together we're St Oshun. Thanks for having
Thank
us.
Yes.
you. Okay, so you're gonna do a bit more than that for us. You know, some people know you already. I mean, when was the last time you guys came around here? A year ago?
Ooh,
It was a
was
couple
it?
months ago.
Yeah, was it when we released the last song? Was it like
Yeah,
January? Was it January maybe or February?
not this year. No, it was the song before that one because I was in Africa
Oh,
when you guys released the last one.
oh, so it was. Oh wow. So was that? Would that have been all night? Was
Maybe.
it all night? Was it the vampire
No.
one?
Yes, I think so. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I can't remember. I
Yeah, that would
can't
have been.
remember.
Yeah,
But
we're
I
coming
know
up
there
on a
was one
year.
you. Sorry?
That's probably been a year ago then.
Yes, I think so. I think so, yeah. Okay, but I'm happy that I have both of you here again with me. And
Yes.
unfortunately, I couldn't bring Frida. I mean, we talked about her briefly backstage. I couldn't bring her. Frida has been traveling and she's not even aware that we are doing this. So I'm cheating. But, anyways, she's been busy. She's been traveling. I think the last time I saw her, she was in France. And before then, she was in Germany and she's busy. But she also will know what's up. Now, go ahead and reintroduce yourselves to those people here who didn't watch the last video.
Okay. Well, I don't even know what to say.
So yes, we are a pop artist duo. We just released our 16th song. We've been working together for a while, over 10 years. And St Oshun as a duo has been in existence. I think is this year six now because it's July.
I think so.
I think
Yeah.
we've been St Oshun for about 6 years.
Yeah.
We both write, we both sing, we both play multiple instruments. Yeah, is that good?
That is good. I'm impressed. So, St. Ocean has been in existence for 6 years and you have done 16 songs.
Yes.
Are we talking 16 singles, 16 albums? No, 16 songs, just songs.
Songs.
Yes, songs.
Just songs.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
And we are here today, of course, for your latest release, and that is Whips and Champagne.
That's right.
The name, there's something about the name. It's swavy, swaying you like, okay, there's something, but there has to be something behind it that we are going to be finding about tonight. We have 10 questions, as you know, ready for you guys to answer. Are you guys ready?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Okay, let's bring the questions on. The first question is, how did Weep and Champagne start? How did this song come about? Did you write it? How did you sleep and wake up and tell each other? Who came up with the idea? Just tell me everything about Weeps and Champagne.
Well, this is the very first song that I had absolutely nothing to do with. It was all Charles' vision. He even told me how to sing it. This has never happened before. Where I didn't come up with a melody, I didn't come up with
Okay.
a lyric. I don't even think I changed anything. Which is never happens. This is a rare. This is a rare.
Wow.
let Charles tell you how he came up with this brilliant idea: whips and champagne.
Charles, what happened? What did you drink? What did you drink that day? Was it in the night? Was it in the morning?
It was in the night. It was in the night. I can remember it was like 3 or 4 a.m. and I'm driving and I'm listening to this track. The producer sent us the track that you hear. Listening to this track and I start to hear this melody. And as I'm singing, it sounds like I'm singing something in champagne. Something in champagne. So I'm like, okay, what could it be?
Like blank and champagne.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, oh, the first thing that came to mind was actually grits and champagne, which could have been a thing. I mean, I've never had it, but grits and champagne, I mean, somebody probably does it, right? So it was that. Then I was like, well, maybe chips and champagne. Maybe it's chips and champagne. And then I was like, that sounds like college dudes. Like that's totally sounds like a bunch of college guys that didn't have enough money for
potato chips.
Potato chips.
Because you know in the UK, chips are
right. The fries.
Are thick fries.
Mm-hmm,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then it would be chips and energy drink, not champagne. Do you know? But go ahead. Champagne it became.
And so then, the third rhyme that came to my head was whips and champagne. And I'm like, ooh, I always like if you can create some kind of duality because those are kind of opposites. When people think of champagne, they generally don't think of whips and vice versa. So I really like that concept of these two things that you would never put together. But I was like, okay, but what does that mean? Like, what would that mean to me? What can I relate to? Mm-hmm. And it relates to this really crazy story from back in college that I really drew from to write this song. So I can remember, this is 100% true. Second date with this girl. Second date. I pull up in my car to her dorm. She comes down the stairs. I can still see it now. She came down the stairs, opens up the car door, gets in, sits down and says, I don't want to go out to dinner. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. You don't feel good? Like, what's wrong? And she's like, oh, no. And I feel fine. I just want to go back to my room. And I'm like, I don't understand. Like, what's wrong? You don't feel good? I don't get it. She's like, no. You know, have you ever been handcuffed before? And I'm like,
No. I have never been. But you were asking her. That sounded so direct. Like,
it is so. No. She had it in her mind. She already had in her mind the vision of how this night was going to go. Yes. My naive self, I grew up in the middle of nowhere, Wisconsin. Like, I don't know anything about anything like that. Nothing like that. Never heard of it, nothing. So in my mind, she's asking me if I've been arrested. So I'm like, no, I've never been handcuffed before. I've never been arrested before in my life. And she's like, oh, no, that's not what I'm talking about. Like, you know, have you ever been handcuffed before? And I'm still not understanding. Yeah, I'm not understanding. My mind is a million other ways than that. So I'm like, no, I'm serious. I have been pulled over. I'll be honest with you. I've been pulled over. I've gotten a couple speeding tickets, but you don't get arrested for that. You know, I just speeding tickets. Mm-hmm. And she's looking at me like I'm dumb. And she's like no.
You're slow.
yes.
Right. Slow.
And she's like, no, by a girl.
Mm-hmm. It took me a while.
I'm still not there. I have never, you have to understand, I was so sheltered. I had never seen anything like that in my life, never heard of anything like this in my life. So I'm like, no, the cops were boys. And I'm serious when I say I've not been arrested. And she's like, no, dummy. Have you ever been handcuffed to a bed before? And I'm like, oh, no. I can't say that I have. And I was like, yeah, and I don't think this is going to work. I don't think I'm ready. And so that's how it ended.
Okay.
So as I'm processing this in my mind, I'm like, okay, that can work. In the first verse, I kind of tell that story, the naive Charles back then being lost and not knowing what the hell's going on. Portia comes in and she trying to explain to me exactly what's happening. And kind of puts me on game as far as, you know, in the song. Puts me on game to help me understand what the deal really is. And then the second verse is really me now as an adult. So it's kind of, you get both. If I was put in the same situation, it would be a very different answer than the college kid back then.
Right.
So that's kind of the concept of where the song came from and how I wrote it.
Okay. And now from your narration, we can like visualize it, but we should be clear that the video is not out yet. Correct?
It is not out yet. No, it's not been out yet. Nope.
Okay, so let's let it marinate in our minds until the video comes out. Then we can see what you mean. Okay. So how was that process when you have to do a song by yourself, you're an artist and you're a solo artist, you come up with an idea or you're inspired to write a song, you just go ahead and do your thing, But now when you work together with someone, you're a duo. How did you break the news to Porsche?
I don't know. It was just the usual, like, hey, I have a song that I wrote, I wrote the whole thing. I'm like, oh. So, I mean, it's not uncommon that we will come to each other with like, oh, I have something that can do something. But this was the first time he's like, oh, I wrote the whole thing. And like he laid everything out. There was a demo and everything, of the entire song. So that was the process. But it sounds like when you wrote the song, he wrote it like we would not normally, but most of the time, what we'll do is we'll listen for melodies first. And it sounded like he heard a melody because a lot of times you'll hear melody and it'll literally sound like a word, like an English word. You're like, so then you try to like make it do what it do, because sometimes it just serves the melody better.
That's right.
Right. So for instance, I don't know if you've ever heard our song, The Joint, but I remember we were writing it with another third person songwriter, and he just kept singing this melody. And I was like, it sounds like you're saying, I thought it was you. He said, oh yeah. So that's kind of how sometimes our songwriting process is. So in that chorus, what we recorded was, I thought it was you. So we started out with that and then constructed a storyline around it. See? So it sounds like, Charles, you did the same thing. You heard something like, it's in champagne. Yeah. Because I don't know, you were like grits. You said chips. So you could have said sips and champagne. But yeah. Right. He was just trying to come up with something that phonetically served the melody.
That's right.
And right.
That's exactly right.
That was the story he was telling in the beginning of him telling the story, right?
And this is something that you told me, Portia, that Michael Jackson always said. Because Michael a lot of times wouldn't necessarily write all of his own words, but he would write his melodies. He would sing, and then he would do gibberish. He would do gibberish.
I've heard it. Yeah. I heard it. Wait, have I heard it?
Yeah, exactly.
But and then you can hear a few words in there, right?
Okay.
But he said, respect the words first, like the sounding of them phonetically, like. If you're gonna write for me, you have to. If I say something, you gonna have to make it sound close to that or exactly like that.
Oh well.
So when I heard that, I was like, oh my God, that's exactly how I've always felt. Like I felt heard and valid, like and seen, because I didn't know that other people write songs that way. Actually, I did kind of know because I came across something when I was really young of some songwriters in the studio. This was decades ago. I think it was like on MTV or something. And they were trying to come up with the lyric, and they kept singing the melody with different lyrical content that kind of didn't make sense until it made sense, right? And I'm like, oh, is that how you write? And then when I started songwriting, I just naturally started doing it that way maybe because that's what I had seen in an example, and I believed in that because to me, melody is king really in pop music and American music. Like that's why American music is loved all over the world. I often used to wonder, like, why is American music so popular? Like no matter where I was in Turkey and they were love American music. It didn't even depend on. It didn't even matter the genre, right? They just wanted to sing it and sound like it, even if you didn't know English. So that further tells me what I've always felt was the melody. What makes it sticky is the melodies and the way the words that you choose that serves that melody. And half the time, you don't even have to know what the lyric is. It's the way it sounds when it comes out your mouth, right? So phonetically. So I've often said if a baby like wants to sing it, then you've got a good hook. They don't know what they're saying. They don't know their language yet, right?
Right. With that being said, I am just gonna play a snippet of that song.
Okay.
Baby, baby, and I've been praying. Sweet how to say, lips and champagne.
Do you know how it makes me feel? It's giving me the Sade Adu vibe.
What kind of vibe?
Oh, Sade.
That's what I'm sensing, getting from this. I don't know if I'm correct.
I love Sade. I definitely was not listening to any Sade when I wrote it, but
No.
I love Sade. I love Sade for sure.
That's a very good observation.
It is.
Yeah.
I agree. I wouldn't have put it together,
Yes.
but when you sang it, I heard it. Yeah.
Right. Lovely. I love this. It's really nice to listen to. It's soft. It's, smooth. It's easy to listen to. I love it. I love that about the song.
Yeah.
Now, let us move over to question number 2. I hope I can see that.
I love that you put it on the screen. This is fun.
Yes, yes.
Good
So
touch.
everyone can read along. What is the story of the song? I think you have already narrated that story, right?
Yeah.
Yes, so we are just going to move over to number 3. Okay, writing this song, were there challenges? I mean, you've talked about how you wrote it, how you put everything together, following the melody, but what obstacles did you face in that process?
Do you want to start or do you want me to?
Are you going to talk about the challenges in the writing or the recording?
I would just open to whatever challenges you came to your mind.
You go ahead and start.
Well, I have a feeling it's probably what you were going to say, but the first thing was I do a great example would be I do a lot of our music video treatments. I come up with the concepts and I write the scenes down and everything. And I have a very specific vision that I kind of articulate and tell everybody this is what's happening, this is why it's happening, et cetera, et cetera.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time that I not only could hear the melodies, hear the lyrics, understand the story, but I could hear the way Portia talked about this before, the way it could be sung. That was, to me, was challenging because, I feel like, well, Portia for sure is a much more experienced singer than I am. No, nobody can argue that. She's been singing much, much longer than I have. But I really respect her taste and her, her sensibility about what sounds good and how to sing something. And this was the first time where I feel like I was trying to tell her, no, don't sing it that way. Sing it this way. Because I really hear it in my head. It's like an artist with somebody else's painting at that moment. Is like, no, don't use the brush that way. You're using really broad strokes. They need to be fine. Because you can already see it in the painting, or you can already hear it exactly the way, how it all works, how it all fits together. And so it wasn't a challenging as far as butting heads, but it was a challenge in part because it felt awkward to me, like telling someone who you really respect, like, well, you should try it this way. And it wasn't in a bad way, but just try it this way, because this is really how I hear it in my head. And it might not make sense to you, but give it a try and see if after the canvas is painted, after the song is finished, do you like it? Do you not like it? So that was a big challenge for me because I've never had something so vivid in my mind that I could just hear how everything was supposed to be sung or rapped or whatever it happened to be. So that was a new experience and a slight challenge. I don't know, Portia, if you felt.
I was open to it.
Oh, you for sure you were.
Usually, as an artist, you'd be like, I'm gonna sing it this way because that's how I hear it, right? Like, don't tell me how to. But no, I was just like, okay. because I laid down the first demo, and he's like, no, 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 I want you to, you know, do the bends and sweet so to say, and real sassy, and I'm like,
Sounds good.
that's fun, So like, let's try that. So yeah, I mean, I didn't have a problem with it.
Right.
I just worked on it. It took me a while to nail it the way you were asking me to. I mean, that was a bit of a challenge. I mean, we weren't really butting heads though.
No, I agree. That's what I said. We didn't.
But typically,
Mm-hmm.
typically we do butt heads. And I'm like, no, like, especially for like, we're like debating over lyrics, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now we've come up with a new rule, because a lot of the times you'll be like, no, the lyric sings better this way. No, but I like this. So now the new rule is like, listen, if you're the one singing it, then you can sing what you want. Like, can't nobody tell you what the lyrics gonna be, how you want to present it, how you want to execute it. So we often will butt heads that way, and we've come up with a like a really simple rule and democratic way to solve that situation.
Okay.
I was just like, I had nothing to do with the song, so tell me, Massa, what you want me to do?
Yeah. So the challenge is not really unique to this song. It's not specific. It's something you guys usually have with other songs as well. Is
I
that
think so.
Well, not the lyrics, yes, but not. I literally was illustrating how I wanted her to sing the song.
Yes.
Yeah, so the lyrics is a usual challenge.
Yes.
It's pretty normal. But telling me how to execute it was brand new. We have never been
I've
there.
never done that before.
I mean, we'll make suggestions like after, like, especially when we're recording, there'll be times where because I'm always I don't know about you, Charles, but Portia always asking for feedback, right? Just because, I mean, I think sometimes I know how I want it to sound, but I might be off. Who knows? Or it might sound better in different ways. So I'm always asking, what do you think of that? Like, is that good? And when I do ask for that feedback, that'll be the only time you'll be like, I don't know if I like it when you sing it that strong. Maybe pull it back a little. And that's because I asked. So that would be the only time is because I asked you for the feedback. But this was the first time he was like, no. I need you to sing it exactly like this.
And you nailed it. You're both satisfied with the results, right?
Oh yeah. Yeah. At first I was kind of fighting it because I was like, I was open but fighting it a little bit. If I could be very honest, there was just a little bit of resistance that I wasn't saying, but I was just like, ugh. But then, once I understood and I fell into it, I was like, oh, okay, I get it. I got you. So yeah, I guess that was a little bit of a challenge. That was a little
okay.
But
nice that it all came together.
I would give you credit because you didn't say, well, I'm not doing it that way. You tried it. You didn't like it at first. So then you tried to sing it stronger. And then you came back on your own and were like, I want to try.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Because I think I was like, oh yeah, I think I know what he wants. Because, sometimes it takes me a day to click. And I'm not the type that gets on the mic and then just, I hear these stories and that's not me, not today. Maybe it will be someday the more I am in a studio. But I've heard of stories where, like Beyonce will just, or she ain't the only one. They do everything in one take or whatever it is. They get it done so fast. Whitney Houston, I heard that, I forget what song it was, but she got that stuff done in about one take because she wanted to go to the mall before it closed. Like, I was like, what? How?
Okay,
but for me, I'll do some takes and then I might have to come back the next day or a few hours later after I process it. And I'm like, no, this is how I want to. I hear what I'm trying to do, and then I come in and I do it after I sleep on it or walk away.
Okay.
So in that case, I walked away and I'm like, oh, I get it. I know what he wants. So it just took me a while. Hopefully I get there one day where I can just be like, boom, 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 boom.
with time, yes, you can.
Yes,
and you will.
With lots of practice, lots of showing up.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure
I trust you will. But I was going through comments and I was hoping I would find a question for St Oshun. Do we have anyone here with a question? Go ahead and let me see. I'm still struggling with my light here.
Hey, Vanessa,
We'll
with
look to
with the
see if we
Brazil
have
flag,
any.
with the Brazil flags. Hey, we see you.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead while we wait for questions. Possibly, I'll go ahead with the next question.
Perfect.
Were there other artists that influenced you while writing? Did you think about other artists when you were writing this song?
And that's a good question because a lot of the songs that I write, I typically have, I call it a song muse. It's a muse, but it's the song, right? That is inspiring. So I'm pretty sure Charles had some things in mind that inspired him stylistically.
Yeah, there were two artists that I listened to, two songs in particular that I listened to a ton, and then artists overall. One was Doja Cat, particularly
Mm-hmm.
Say So, which was her big breakout hit a few years ago. It was during COVID, right? That
It
was
was 5 years ago.
it's 5 years ago. Yeah, Say
It's been a
So.
long time.
And I listened specifically to her fuse singing with rapping
Okay.
in a more dance disco sort of track, because that's what both our song is and her song. And so I was heavily influenced by that to be interested in, okay, you can kind of fuse these styles together. You don't necessarily have to feel like, oh, you just have to sing or you just have to rap or whatever.
Oh, you need a trap section.
Or yeah, or you need to switch up the track in order to rap and have a trap section or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second song is a much more recent song, the Sabrina Carpenter song Espresso. And I listened a lot to her, really a lot of her breathiness and her delivery. And that was a lot of my reference when it came to Portia's delivery of the chorus, because I've been
Okay.
listening to her a lot, because obviously I'm not as experienced of a vocalist, and I'm not a female vocalist. So like I had to have references, because when I sing it up there, it doesn't obviously sound the same as when a woman sings it up there. So I wanted her to kind of capture what I was hearing as I was writing this song. So those are definitely the two big ones. I did listen to one of Portia's favorite songs as well. It's a Beyonce song called Blow. It's another disco-y track.
It's like one of her R&B,
Yeah.
like B-side
So
cuts.
would I be correct? Would I be correct if I said you wanted Porsche to sound like Sabrina or Doja Cat? Or you just wanted something that would be similar? How should I interpret what you just said?
Uh, it would be more about if we'll go back to the painting reference, and I said I wanted to be an impressionist, and I showed you two paintings. That doesn't mean that I want you to literally copy the two impressionists, but rather this is the direction of the
Mm.
painting,
Feel that you want.
as opposed to abstract, as opposed to Renaissance or whatever. That it gives a direction, because there's a million ways that you could deliver that song. It's not just one. You could sing it very hard. You could sing it kind of medium. You could pull it back even more and sound like a baby doll.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of ways to do it, because even though I sang it for her, even though there was a demo, hearing a female deliver it will make more sense than hearing a male deliver it, because it's not in my range to sing it in my normal voice. I have to be up in my falsetto. So I wanted her to have references of like, oh, that's how women do it. Okay, it makes way more sense to me.
Okay. And are you satisfied with her delivery?
Oh, I think it's excellent. I think it's exactly what I had in my head. Yes,
Nice.
she did a great job. She did a great job.
Thank you.
All right, let's move on to the next one.
Like, if I would have been like,
Belting.
sweet so do say,
Yeah.
like nobody wants to hear it because
Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet so do. Yeah.
Yeah. It's way more sexy that way. Oh,
You
she's
know
ready
what
for
I'm
that.
gonna do? I'm just gonna play it again.
Baby, a little pain, baby. And I've been praying. Sweet so do say, whips and champagne.
Nice. Nice. It's really an easy song. Easy in the sense that you don't have to wait for a long time to get too used to it to start to like it. You can just flow with it. It comes natural in a way. I don't know if I'm really explaining it well, but it sounds familiar and in a good way, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, kudos. Well done. Well
Yay.
done.
Thank you, thank you, thank
Now, next question. What message do you hope the audience takes away from the song? We have listened. Let me see. Wait, let me remove the. Okay. What message do you hope the audience takes away from the song? Because we have now listened to the song, you know, we know what it sounds like, the melody, but how about the lyrics? What's the actual message of this song?
you. Do you want me to take it or do you want to take a portion?
I mean, you take it. You wrote it.
Okay.
Because sometimes I forget. Only the writer knows
Mm.
what. I heard Beyonce say this once. I was like, oh my God, that is so true. She's like, everybody tries to guess what the writer really meant and what the message was they were trying to convey. But she's like, you can guess all you want unless the writer reveals it. Only the writer knows what they really meant when they were writing the lyrics. So I'm going to let you do this.
Mm.
So I think well, I'm not going to answer because I think that's another question. So I'm not going to say part of what I was going to say right now, but it's a song of liberation. It's a song of. I'm always scared to say this because I feel like sometimes people go a little crazy with it myself, but it's a song about sexual liberation. It's definitely a message of playfulness and fun and feel good and embracing sexuality in a healthy way. I think that people sometimes take it to either extreme and they either completely just dehumanize people in a sexual experience, or they are so guarded about sex that they don't want to talk about it at all. And I tried my best to kind of celebrate it in a way that was honoring both men and women and the experience without degrading it, demeaning it, and giving it the place of joy and fun and liberation, ultimately, of kind of a freedom to talk about it in a way, like I said, that isn't demeaning, derogatory, or
Mm-hmm.
I think demeaning is, I think, the big word to me, demeaning. So that's a message that I would hope people would take away from it. And actually, in the second one, it's a message of growth as well, because if you really look at what I was talking about before, Portia is the center focus because she's the one kind of telling the part that's really attention grabbing. But if you look at it from my point of view, you kind of see an evolution of a person kind of over time becoming more in touch with their own sexuality through my story and through looking at the verses, and kind of how kind of a kid that grew up in the middle of nowhere becomes much more aware of what the world is like and kind of the fun you can have in the world. So also, yeah, a sense of evolution as well.
Nice, nice, nice. And should we expect things to continue like this, or you're just gonna switch back to normal?
Switch back to what? Switch back to
The
what?
way you laugh.
Wait, do you mean the subject matter, or do you mean me personally?
Both of you, like how you did this song with you now in the picture or at the forefront. Do you think your future songs would also have the same division, if you will?
Dynamic, maybe?
Do you mean kind of a more conversational tone between us? Is that what you mean?
For example, I mean the song itself.
Yeah.
So
Wait.
it's not Porsche. It's not Porsche now at the forefront. It's you. It's your song. You wrote it, and it's your idea, your vision. But it's not always. It hasn't always been like that.
Oh, I
with
see what you're
your
saying.
previous songs.
Okay.
So should we expect this more in the future, or you're just gonna go back to status quo?
I think it just depends on the song. I know the next song that we probably are going to do, I actually also wrote entirely.
Charles has been writing at a much faster pace than we used to.
Yeah.
So which means maybe I don't know, unless I step it up, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So because he's working at a faster pace, he's coming up with things.
But honestly, like, so we're doing a lot of what's called sync writing, which is like TV and film writing. And
Okay.
like the song that we're literally waiting to get the mix back on, we wrote completely separately. As far as Portia had some ideas, I wrote a lot of it, and then I was like, I need some melodies. Like I ran out of, I don't hear enough melodies to fill out a couple pieces. She gave me the melodies, I wrote the lyrics to it,
And then I tweaked some lyrics.
and then you tweaked the lyrics, and the lyrics that you tweaked, actually, I feel like they elevated the song. She did a great job again. So that's an example where, even though we were separate, because our schedules are kind of weird right now, and we're not always in the same place. So I think this year you'll hear some where it will just be me, and some where it will be us together, but probably we were in the same space writing together, but we're sharing the way that a lot of writers do now. A lot of writers are not in the same city, but they'll send a voice memo of an idea they have. Hey, what do you think of this? And that's literally what Portia will do. Sometimes if she's out driving or something, she'll listen to songs and say, hey, here's some melodies. What do you think of these? And so even though we're not together, I'm like, oh yeah, maybe we could try this. Maybe I can put some lyrics here and blah, blah, blah. So we're making it work. It's not the same as it used to be.
No, but then when we do get together to like lay down some vocals, we'll do some rearranging. It'll be like a writing session.
For sure.
We'll do some rearranging of things. Like,
Okay. So there's no permanent form of how you're gonna work. It's just gonna flow naturally, and if Portia writes, if you write, you write.
That's right. No pun intended.
Okay. Now, question number 6. Do you have a favorite lyric from the song? I should have actually put a screenshot of, the lyrics, because I have them. Or they're actually, if you're watching, there's a link in the description box. Click on that link. It takes you right to the song on their channel, YouTube channel. Once you go to their description box, you're gonna find the lyrics there. Correct?
That's correct. And they're also in the subtitles as well. Like if you click on English or Spanish or whatever you speak, the correct lyrics are all there as well. So you can, if you want to read along with what we're singing and rapping, they're all there.
Okay, so you can just see it on the screen while watching the audio.
Just turn on the subtitles. That's right.
Okay, so go ahead and let us know if you have any favorite lyric from the song and why.
I mean, my favorite just is the title. Just because.
Okay.
That's fair.
I mean,
that's fair.
Just because when the first presentation of it, and even still now, like I'm still, how you just have your own point of view, and you just that's what you see. You know what I mean?
Talk about that, yeah.
That's exactly what you see. So every time I hear Whips and Champagne, and even from the first time you was like, oh, I have this new song, and I was like, Whips and Champagne. And then we started explaining. I was like, oh, so it's not like whips. Yeah. Like I was thinking of food, and you're like, no, like whips, and I'm like, oh, I wanted to be whips, like with the with like Cool Whip,
whipped cream,
and so that's exactly how I see that song, Whips. It's a way more PG. But it could still be sexual, right?
Oh yeah.
So when I was envisioning, like even just visually the music video, it's like desserts and champagne, and then you're using it sexually, kind of, So because I have a different point of view when I hear that lyric, Whips and Champagne, that's my favorite, only because that's what I visualize. And I think it's kind of interesting that that's not even what the writer meant, which is kind of cool. I think it's just cool, because then it can mean, that's how lyrics can mean anything. You don't know what they mean.
It's quite catchy. I must agree with you. Whips and champagne. I mean, it sounds. You want to listen to it. You want to whips and champagne,
right?
So I feel you.
In my mind, I want to all those strawberries and be like, with some champagne or whipped cream all over somebody's body, like that kind of shit.
But no.
What'd you say?
House. Charles.
What'd you
No, I
say?
said no, that's not it.
She said no.
But Charles, go ahead and tell us.
Well, this
your
is not
own
going to get any
favorite.
better, but I'll tell you how it ended up being more clever than I meant for it to be. So I'm a big Star Wars fan, which is no secret to a lot of people. I'm a really big Star Wars fan. So I rapped the lyrics, "Yes, I am your daddy, call me D Vader." But at first I wrote, yes, I'm your daddy, call me Darth Vader." And I'm like, that doesn't rap very well. And I was like, I should say, "Yes, I'm your daddy, call me D Vader." I'm like, oh, that works way better. And then when I stepped back and I was like, oh, that actually is way nastier than I meant it to be. But I'm like, I'm just gonna leave it in there anyway.
Oh, D Vader.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not familiar with Star Wars, so.
You don't know who Darth Vader is?
No, I don't.
The dude with the big black suit, the main villain? Oh wow, okay, well,
Well, most of America knows who
Yeah,
Darth
yeah.
Vader is.
Never watched it.
never watched it. Okay, well, yeah, then you don't get the reference, but all good. So yeah, that's my favorite lyric, and part of it is.
But
really
I'm sure there are people here who are familiar with that. So.
Oh, so then you don't even get the understanding. This is not a spoiler anymore. The movie's like 30 years old. He reveals to the hero of the story that he is his father. And that's part of what the reference is. That Darth Vader is Luke Skywalker's father. That happens in the second movie. So that's what the reference is referring to. That's right. I didn't even realize. So you don't know who Darth Vader is, so you don't know what the reference.
No.
She don't know who Luke Skywalker is.
Yeah, that's why I said the hero of the story and the villain of the story.
Yeah, so the hero and the villain are father and son, and that you don't learn that until
the second movie.
Yeah, until the second movie. So the whole time,
Okay.
the first movie, you thinking they just villains.
Or villain and hero.
Villain and heroes, yeah, they're not friends.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, so now we know. For those of us who don't know, now you know, at least you have an idea.
Yes.
So I'm just gonna move on to the next one, and that's
Okay.
number 7. If you could do a remix of the song, who would you choose? Let me take. Who would you choose to collaborate with?
Oh,
You want to start it on
you, because I don't know on mine, but that's
Doja Cat. No question.
Oh, okay.
Doja Cat for sure.
okay.
She could replace my rap verse, or she could replace the bridge, or she could replace the first verse.
She can do a verse.
Doja Cat, no question. I mean, she had a lot of, as I was writing, she inspired a lot of it. So it would be Doja Cat for sure for me.
Okay.
Not Sabrina.
I like Sabrina, but I just, Doja's got the spiciness. That song needs you got to bring a little spicy to it. I think Doja can bring a little bit more spicy. Yeah, she can make it more spicy.
Okay. How about you, Portia?
I've never I don't have an answer.
There's no wrong answer. Who would, if we could bring in somebody to sing a verse?
Doing whips and champagne?
Yeah, who would you want to bring? Who would you want to bring in?
I don't know.
Someone from Jamaica.
I don't. You know what? I don't know. I don't have an answer.
No.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Sorry, everyone that's watching. I do not have an answer.
Okay,
Let me come back to that.
I could have a second answer then.
Oh,
if I could bring in a male, it'd be Bruno Mars. That would be fun.
Bruno Mars.
Would be
Okay,
fun.
excellent.
You know what would be fun on that? Just because they're fun.
Who?
And she's ratchet and fun at the same time.
Who? Cardi B.
Cardi B.
Oh, Cardi B. Oh, yeah.
She would put a little nasty, stanky rap on there.
Yeah, she'd take it from PG-13 to R, but yes.
Who are you thinking though? When you said Jamaican.
I'm thinking Ice. What's her name? Spicy Ice.
Oh, Ice
Ice
Spice.
Spice.
Is she Jamaican?
Yeah. I think so.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Okay.
I'm not sure now, but I think so.
I like that direction. I haven't heard from her in a minute. I wonder how she's doing. She making more music? Is she cooking?
I don't know. She could be in the kitchen. I don't know.
In the studio?
Mhm.
I meant in the studio.
I know what you meant.
Oh, he said kitchen.
Okay.
That's
So
what they call studio.
I guess we just should wait till when you're gonna have the remix, and we'll see who you come up with. Yes.
Yeah. Yes, yes.
Okay. Number 8. Was there any Orisha that the song is dedicated to? And I think that question really also has a backdrop of your name, St Oshun, right?
That's correct. That is
Okay.
correct. Yeah, I don't think that that one is too hard to imagine. Yeah, it's Oshun. For those people who don't or aren't familiar with Yarisha, they are intermediaries between God and humans. They're from Nigeria, specifically the Yoruba tribe. Um, and Oshun is who we're named after. And she is the Orisha of sexuality, femininity, love, sweet things. And I mean, this is her thing. This is her bag. This is she seduces that's how she gets what she wants. Is she seduces men to get the things that she wants. She's not a fighter.
Mm-hmm.
There are female fighting Orisha like Oya, or even Yamaya or Yamosha, who also is a fighter, even though she's a mother. Oshun does have an aspect of herself that's a warrior, but primarily the way that she gets what she wants is through her femininity. So yeah, definitely this song is dedicated to her.
To Oshun.
Oshun.
But are all your songs dedicated to a particular Orisha?
No,
No.
not every song. Nope. It's a good question though.
Okay.
I would say maybe 4 or 5 of our songs are dedicated specifically, right? Really Love Your Way, Undisputed, After Party.
Yeah.
Now this one. So yeah, maybe 4 or 5.
Yeah, but because I think this is quite deep, because when you say dedicated, do you mean the song is in honor of Orisha, or the song is a reflection of that particular Orisha?
That's a great question. It was, I would say, honestly, it's more something that stirred in me during a meditation after the song it was already done. It was just sitting, waiting to be released. And I kind of felt in my spirit that it was for her. There's
Okay.
some songs that consciously like
So
really
reflection.
like Really Love Your Way was very, very intentional, because this is a great question. Really Love Your
Mm-hmm.
Way, I felt as I was writing it, like, yes, this is for Yamosha.
Dedicated to her.
Yes, this one I felt more as I was meditating. This is for me, as if Oshun was speaking. This is for me, instead of in the intention, because it's a great question. I didn't intentionally, but I think more she claimed it for herself would be a better way to describe it.
Mm-hmm. And do you worship Oshun?
Do I worship Oshun? I don't think that that is the right word. No, I would say I have love and respect, and I love and respect for all the Orisha. I wouldn't say that I worship them. No,
Okay. Okay. Just
that's a
wanted to
great
know.
question. Great questions. Nobody's ever asked this before. Great questions.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for the answer. So
Yeah.
let's move on to number 9. Is there a music video coming? We already said, okay, when you click on that link, that YouTube link, it's an audio version of the song. But should we be looking forward to a music video? If so, when should we expect it?
So yes. I have a reminder in my phone to remind Portia to pull the trigger on buying the clothes, so we can shoot it. I want to shoot it next Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
If we shoot it next Wednesday, we'll be able to probably have it released the first week of August.
That's fast. I wasn't expecting this answer,
Well,
honestly.
we do all our editing. We kind of learned over time how to do our own editing as well. Just because we ended up spending so much time going back and forth with editors. We don't like this. This doesn't make sense. This doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
That eventually we just learned how to do it ourselves. We learned how to do
Okay.
the coloring, everything. So yeah, the turnaround time is much faster because it's all in house.
Yeah. And do you do music videos for all your songs?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
yes, yeah. We started doing music videos for some of our songs, And then when we started working with this marketing person, he really kind of ingrained in us, as I was just talking to him today about this, and he wanted to make sure we were doing a music video for the song. He's like, people hear with their eyes. People will describe that song based on a music video. It's much easier for them. So they will say, because people do this all the time, you know, that one song that you guys have where you guys are by the ocean and there's all those orisha, or, you know, there's that one song where Portia's wearing that red trench coat and then she's also a robot. Like, that's how they're describing the song. Why? Because these are very visual elements.
Can you imagine Thriller without the music video?
Thriller would have been Thriller.
It wouldn't have been as great.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been the biggest selling album of all time.
True.
So yeah, we've done a music video for every
Wow.
song. Yeah.
Wow. Amazing. Hard work.
It is.
Okay. Now, the final question.
Yes.
Do you have any more upcoming projects this year?
Yes.
Apart from the music video?
Yes. My plan is September or latest October to do one more release, provided Portia's on board with it. The song is written, and we actually had a great blessing, really. We were, like I said before, we're doing a lot of work for Sync. And so one of our songs is gonna be put in a catalog. It's called I Do. It's one of our songs that we released, I think, last year. But the music supervisors had some very specific things that they wanted changed in the song to make it work for TV and film. And so we had to go back to the producer and we got on a phone call with him to kind of talk him through the things that they wanted changed. So after we had that conversation, we're just kind of sitting around talking. He's like, well, hey, you guys want to hear some other stuff that I've written and whatever? We're like, yeah, play it. So he's playing through stuff, and all of a sudden he comes to this song, and it's, I don't know, do you know what New Jack Swing is?
No.
Okay.
Do you remember Bobby Brown? It was that whole era. I mean, it was before Bobby Brown, but it's that same sound like Poison.
The song Poison.
Mm-hmm.
Da 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 da. But
Old school.
Yes.
Yes.
But the instrumentation has been coined over those years from back then. They call it New Jack Swing. It's very particular sound. It's a 90s. You know, it's really in the drums and the snare and it's these very particular kind of like synth stabs and swells. It's a very distinct sound. And in fact, Bruno Mars, he did a whole album about it.
Okay.
With was it 24
Karat Magic?
Yeah, like I mean, he even did the R&B kind of style.
He did
Versace on the Floor. He did. I'm trying to think of all of the some of the songs that were way more. What was that one that sounded like Guy to me?
That's What I Like. Is it that one?
I don't know, but I told you. I was like, But anyways, he had a.
And why have you guys chosen for this direction?
Well, Charles wrote a song that was called, the point he was trying to get to for that story was the New Jack Swing sound coming out of a producer that we always work with that doesn't write anything like that. At least he never presented, a producer, they'll have a lot of catalog, and I think they pick and choose what they're going to, because they probably have thousands of songs. They will pick and choose, you might like this based off of what they think they know about you as an artist. Well, we were just going through, and we've worked with him for like the last couple of years now. And Charles was trying to tell this story. He gets to a song, and it was like a New Jack Swing song. I was like, what is this? I was like, you know how to do New Jack Swing? Because it's very specific plugins and things to make it sound like the 90s. Not everybody knows how to do that. And then that's when the conversation started about this new song that we might be releasing.
Okay.
So to answer your question, where did it come from, or how did that? So another producer sent me a track that I wasn't feeling, but it was a New Jack Swing song. And I was like, it would be really fun to do a New Jack Swing song. And the word fun was the key because I was like, I would like to write a really fun song, just fun, just because a lot of times, yeah, exactly,
Running Man.
exactly.
What did you say?
She just started dancing. She just started getting into it. She was feeling it.
Yeah, because I feel like almost all of like let's say Bruno Mars, his sensibility is just straight up fun.
Lots of fun. Yeah.
That's like his brand. So yeah, I was like, we should do something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I wanted to try just do something different, and I mean, everybody. We've let a few other people listen to it, and they're already like that.
Yeah, the only issue
We couldn't get
so we've been sitting on it for about a year
at least, yeah.
And Charles produced it himself, but it doesn't sound. You see what we're trying to do, but it doesn't sound like commercial ready at all because we needed someone else to replay the instruments. But the people that we had in mind were kind of out of reach for us. So they're like big heavy hitters in the industry right now. Like the guy that produced what's LaFauntleroy?
Oh, James
LaFauntleroy?
James Fauntleroy.
Fauntleroy, yeah. Who did he produce? I don't remember.
He produced a lot of Bruno Mars stuff.
Okay, there you go. So we were like, well, we know he knows how to do New Jack Swing, but I mean, I'm pretty sure he's gonna want really big dollars. And so we were just sort of sitting on it because we couldn't find a producer that could do that. And then here comes this guy that we've been working with this whole time never revealed to us.
Oh wow!
He does New Jack Swing. He's like, because he's younger too. So we were like, how you know how to do New Jack Swing? He's like, oh, I love that style.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's something we should be looking forward to.
Yeah.
Towards October.
Yeah. Probably October would be my guess. And then we have 3 Christmas songs. I don't know if we'll release all 3 this year. We'll release probably 2 of them at least. One is really emotional. And Portia revealed to me yesterday because Portia doesn't always tell me. Well, I should say, let me say it this way. Portia isn't always that impressed with our own songs. She's not negative. It's just she's like, they're fine. But she revealed to me yesterday. What did you reveal to me about that song, about the emotional Christmas song?
No, I was like, that's a really good song.
Which means something. That means something because Portia doesn't.
I'm a little bit more. I set the bar really high. You know, kind of like Lord B. I'm a Lord B, really.
It's an A&R guy.
This A&R guy that we work with, when we present songs to him, I ain't never seen us get an A. I don't even know if we've gotten a B. Have we been on?
Oh yeah. I Do as a B. He said
most of our songs are like C level, and and he's comparing us to the greats, right? So like the top Billboard 10, and which I appreciate. So so I feel like I'm like him, right? Because everybody else will be like, no, those are great songs. And then me, I'll be like, no, they're good. Like they're good. Trust me, they can handle their own on so many playlists. But you know,
you're very critical.
I am very critical. But then I came back around. I was like, because I was trying to listen to the song and within the parameters that we had to create it, because I had to hurry up and get done. I was like, this turned out to be really nice. It's a nice song. It's a really, really nice song.
It is.
So it's called Home Again Christmas. Okay. But it's I don't think we've ever did a ballad. That's probably the first ballad.
Yeah.
That we're probably gonna release.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas ballad, but it's really nice. Yeah.
Not a cappella, just a
sweet
slow.
No, just a slow tempo song that invokes, you know, love and maybe pain. Yeah. But then also joy because it's Christmas and you have great memories. Yeah, it's a good song. It's a good song. I was like, that's a good song. That's a good song. I think it feels a little on the classic side. You know what I mean? Like, you know, a classic would stand the test of time, right? That's why it's a classic.
And different from what you guys do.
Very, because we didn't necessarily write it for us. When I was writing, because I was the one to kind of compose the first pieces of it, I was really writing it for TV. And so I was still writing it from my own pain from my last father's Christmas before he passed. But I wasn't really writing it like this is a St Oshun song. I was writing it as if I were
To
to make this for a movie,
Mm-hmm.
how would I write it?
Mm.
But at the same time, I need to tell
It
something
still
that's
wasn't-
authentic
It
for
still
me.
was a personal story.
Yeah. So that's the perspective that I wrote it from. And so it, to me, I wrote it kind of like a movie. It really, from the beginning to the end, it tells a complete story. And I wasn't so, obviously I was worried about hooks and I was worried about making sure it sung well, but I was way more concerned with the lyrical content and making sure that it's a story, the story is clear. And also it's a story that people can relate to, because it's really just about anybody that's ever experienced a time where they weren't sure if a loved one was going to be home for Christmas.
Mm.
Um, and so you're kind of, I mean, for me and my mom, we dreamt about it, and we thought it was possible. My dad always said he was going to come home for Christmas. He had leukemia, and he was in the hospital. But we were dreaming, we were hoping, and so I wrote it from that perspective. And it doesn't mention those specifics of a disease or anything, but people experience that every day.
Mm.
And so I wrote from the perspective of more, you don't know. Everybody thinks that you have a million years with somebody. That every time you sit down to Christmas dinner, it's not really that big of a deal. Everybody's together. You laugh a little bit. You eat a bunch of food. But your mind is really thinking about, I want to go home and chill. I want to play a game. I want to watch TV. I want to blah. And your mind isn't even really there. And you don't realize this literally could be the last time that all of these people are assembled together, eating and enjoying this time, whether it's Christmas or birthday, or it doesn't matter what the holiday is. But we think we have forever. And so it's really about capturing those moments and slowing down and honestly just being present for that time, instead of thinking about what's the next thing, what am I going to do tomorrow, all that other stuff, and just being present, because you really don't know if you will ever have these people together again with you.
Wow, that's profound. And now I'm looking forward to hearing that song.
Yeah, so I
Really.
mean, get ready. We gonna release.
We'll release that
this-
for sure. We'll release that
We'll
for
probably
sure.
release all those Christmas
Yeah,
songs. I
yeah,
think
yeah.
we should probably write a few more and maybe do a Christmas EP. That's what I'm thinking we should do, because we've never released any holiday songs.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, look forward to that.
Yes. Whatever you decide, do let us know. Do let us know. So I think we have asked all of our questions for now. So I'm just gonna finally ask you, both of you. I know how passionate you guys are when it comes to doing music, not just writing, composing, singing, but just getting involved, getting busy, doing something related to music. What other things connected to music should we expect from you? Are you going to be performing, for example? Are you going to be touring? What should we still expect apart from the new songs that are coming up? What other activities should we expect you to engage in the coming period?
I don't know. Do you have an answer to that? I mean, I have things I wish we would be doing, but I don't know about any plans at this point.
To be honest, because especially now we're doing this sync writing as well, it's crazy. I mean, we've finished a song a week for the past few weeks, and that might not sound like a lot, but if you're still working as well as trying to keep up with social media and be sane a little bit.
And now you're writing a song, but not just writing it, but you have a finished product from front to back, like in 1 week.
It's consuming most of our bandwidth. It's a lot. It's a lot. I mean, so, we were on another show that the host is also a songwriter and producer, and he tried to explain to people. He's like, they're not talking about a TikTok song that's a minute long, where it's like a verse, a pre-chorus, and a chorus, or just a verse and a chorus. They're talking about a complete entire song, a 3 to 3.5 minute song. And for our songs, especially Christmas songs, they have a lot of layered background. So we're having to sing all of those as well. And when it comes to that, we're singing it as a demo first, so each other can hear what it's supposed to sound like. And then we're going back and actually recording the song for real in a week.
And arranging.
I
mean, and just trying to make it commercial ready for radio.
Yeah.
Commercial friendly, as they would say.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is quite a task. But yeah, our bandwidth has been going to a lot of that.
Oh yeah.
So I think your point was,
I think right now and then promoting the song, I think, is the other big thing. we've gotten we played this out for about 4 months before releasing it. We did some teasers on social media. We just got a great response. The A&R guy that we work with really likes it. 2 or 3 other people that we trust their judgment that are in the industry really liked it. So we're going to also try and work this song really hard. Doing interviews with great people like you, continuing to post it. We're pitching the playlisting. So we're going to continue to do that. I love to do live shows. That's where my heart is.
Season for different things, right? So right now we're in the season. I mean, even your bigger artists, that's kind of how it goes. Like they'll be in a season where they're touring. They might write some stuff along the way, but the focus really is, let's make sure this show is effing amazing. And this is where all my energy is going. And then when they're not on tour, they're in the studio. Yeah. Or maybe they hung up both of those and now they're focusing on products, you know, because you have
either endorsement deals or their own products.
You have Rihanna doing that. Like, is she coming back? But I think we're in a season right now of writing songs, not only for ourselves, but a lot of it is for singing licensing, which is a great catalyst, honestly, because now we're writing much faster than we were just for ourselves. And some of those songs will be like, wait a minute, we could release that. Like, you know. So that's the season that we're in now. I would love to get back to doing some shows and things along those lines. We're doing a tour. We ain't done no tour in years.
Yeah, before COVID.
Yeah. So, I mean, we haven't done a tour at all at St Oshun, honestly. So,
little small ones, but yeah, it was right at the end.
So, there's that.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, you can do everything at once. You can do everything at the same time. Yeah. So very understandable. Even in life, in normal life, we kind of like
you do seasons, right? You can do everything at once, but you're not going to do them well. You know, there's this book that really opened up my eyes about that called The One Thing. And one of the things I remember him saying was like, you can try and chase 2 rabbits, but at that point, you're not going to catch any. So try and catch just the one, you know, putting all your focus on one thing at a time. I mean, Steve Jobs, that was like his whole philosophy and why Apple as a business became is like hugely successful. Like he wouldn't even allow, like when they were working on the iPhone, he wouldn't even allow people that were maybe still working on another product. They were not allowed to have any discussions. So yeah, there's something to be said about just focusing on one thing, becoming a master at that, making sure that it's at the expertise level it needs to be. And then, because I know we live in this society where like multitask, do everything. And it's like, no, honey, multitasking is really a waste of time because you're literally switching back and forth. You got to reset. And it's like, no, just, so yeah, we're just in this season right now. And I don't know, just stay tuned. Like we'll get to the other season where we're performing or who knows what.
At the right time, it's going to come. Why rush?
Yes.
Right. That's right. That's right.
So I am going to thank both of you. I don't know if you have any final words for those people watching now. I have already told them they can go ahead and click the link in the description. But of course, they can also just search for St Oshun on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. But the song, again, is Whips and Champagne. Can you guys also read comments?
Do you mean on IG or do you mean on StreamYard?
Any. Just
I don't to be sure we don't have... I don't think I see the comments you see in StreamYard.
How about on IG? Are there questions that you want to answer before we go?
Let's see. Luciano said, "Me gusto mucho."
Me gusto.
Me gusto mucho.
Oh, nice to meet you. A lot.
No,
gusto.
Oh, like.
Gusto
like
is
love.
Thank you. Yeah, I like you a lot.
Yeah, Luciano. Thank you.
I need to scroll
as well.
all the way up.
Oh no, I do see the comments. Oh,
okay.
I didn't even click
I
over
didn't know.
here.
I didn't know they were. Okay.
I love these people. I'm sorry, guys. What do I want to say now? I'm sorry I didn't see that. I didn't know how. Listen, evidently I must be technically challenged because I didn't even see the comments over here this whole time. Look at all these comments. How do we get through them?
I'm
Ugh.
still trying to scroll through.
Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh gosh. Look, I'm just going through real as quickly as I can.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're talking about over there. Okay, no. She just said people might like her over there. They're talking
Over
about
where?
they're talking about yeah, everything is great. Hello, Lucy.
Someone says, I love these people. Their song will go right to number one because it's clean and everyone can listen to it.
Yes, yes.
We try. We try. We try and keep it. We don't push above PG-13.
I love that song. It will be number one soon. I just love the words.
Oh.
Thank you, Norma. Thank
And
you.
someone
I
says,
love
I
that.
love her voice.
Did I
She
see
can
somebody from
sing.
Jamaica? I feel. Did somebody say they're from Jamaica? I think yeah. Was that Jamaica? Oh no, it's not. It's Janice. Never mind.
Jenny says, I'm an old white lady. We don't have old people.
So she's an old white lady, huh? Hey,
And I
girl.
love your music.
Oh, I love it.
Star Wars movies were great. Yes, they were. Okay, so we got a Star Wars
Oh,
movie.
Star Wars fan. I knew somebody in your listening crowd
See,
had to have
Sexy
some Star
Fox,
Wars.
you know that we own an apartment back home in Jamaica too. In my home to go. Okay.
Wait, Jamaica. Do you have friends in Jamaica or something?
Thank you, Norma. I'm an old white lady and I love your music. Thank you, Janice. I love that you said that. That reminds me of a story. I was doing like Uber, and it was one of those where three people got in my car that were doing a shared Uber. They were all strangers. And I turned it into a part. I was like, we're about to have some fun. So everybody loosen up. And there was a white lady, there was a old white lady, there was a lady from India. And then I forget who the third one was. Maybe she was black, but it was like a rainbow tribe up in there. So I don't know how we got on talking about Beyonce songs because I was trying to put some music on, and the old white lady says, "Ooh, play Sorry." That's my favorite song, and I'm looking at her like, "How do you even know this song?" Because she had to have been like almost 70, 80 years old. Oh, white lady. Yeah, I'll never forget that. I was like, okay, don't judge.
That's right. That's right.
They can relate to everything else. Okay, these are great comments. Love and blessings to St Oshun for their new release. This is Vivian. This album is going to change the game, the depth, the vibes, music, everything is just perfection.
Oh.
Thank you for that blessing.
Thank you.
Thank you, girl.
Thank you. And feel free as well. Somebody invited us to play in Jamaica. If you have more information, we're always down. We're always down to come and perform. You just got to get us information. DM us on Instagram, wherever. It doesn't matter. We're on all the platforms. Hit us up if you have information that you want to let us know about some venues or booking agent or whatever. We are always down. We actually were supposed to collab with a couple of Jamaican artists, and the track got pulled out from underneath us at the last minute. So we're still sitting on. We have all the melodies. It was a female Jamaican artist, a male Jamaican artist, and then Portia and I. But we were about to sing all the final vocals, and then the male Jamaican vocalist is like, "Oh man, I just talked to my boy. He gave the track to somebody else." I'm like, "You gotta be kidding me, bro. We're about to finish this." So we actually have a song. It was a dance hall song that we were gonna do with them.
Is that
And we
St.
still,
Oshun?
yeah, that's us. We
No,
still,
is that St. Oshun?
yeah. So is that St. Oshun?
On YouTube.
Yes.
Okay.
So we still have it. So if anybody has a track and wants us to do a dance hall song, we can probably rearrange it. We can do it. That's one of our specialties is being able to do most genres of music pretty well. I don't know if I could do hard rock. That might be a tough one.
I could do some.
You could do some hard rock. I could do rock. I've written a couple rock songs, but not hard rock. I don't know. Some screaming stuff.
Yes. Well, they always got the soulful lady singing on somewhere.
Right.
Yeah, that would be me.
Okay.
So you're open for all
Yes.
genres or
Yeah.
different ones at least.
I am open to pretty much. I can't think of a genre that I wouldn't be open to.
If it's screaming, I can't do it. I can't
I
do
love
screaming.
folk. I love
Yeah, folk for sure. Country. I love country.
Country.
I have a country song written. Right
Reggae.
now. Reggae. Oh yeah.
blues,
Oh yeah. We get blues.
jazz,
Yeah.
yeah,
Afrobeat.
reggae, Afro beats.
Oh yeah.
I'm
We have an
open.
Afrobeat track that's unreleased right now. I'm telling you.
I might even do a polka song. You don't know. Polka.
I'm done now.
You don't know.
Done now. You do you. Do you?
Because in Mexico they kind of sound like that.
Yeah,
And
it's a
I'm like,
similar,
what,
similar
I
beat.
could just sing some Mexican.
I mean, yeah, I would dabble in reggaeton, but my
sounds
Spanish is terrible. So
no, I said Mexican because it sounds more like.
well, I'm just trying
It
to.
sounds more
Like salsa.
No,
not salsa.
no, their
No.
music sounds more like.
Oh, this Portuguese.
No, that's Brazilian.
No, they sound more like a polka. I don't know why. Why does it sound like German polka? Or is
I don't know the history. I don't know the history.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Mexico is Spanish, right? It's not Portuguese.
It's a Latin American, but it's
Latin American.
but they're indigenous to like Aztec, Mayans. It's so different than when you think of other Latin American countries like Puerto Rico or like I don't know.
And I think the history of it is a big part. Mexico didn't have slaves come.
They
through
didn't
it.
have an African.
So none of the African
influence.
influence ever came to this part. So you think about Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Brazil, Colombia. They all have African influence because the slave trade went through there. So you don't just have Spanish influence; you also have Africanness.
Their influence is more Native American influence.
Sure, that's fair. You
They
talking about
just-
Mexican? Yeah.
They just speak Spanish because of the colonization. But outside of that, that is the only thing they have in common with all these other Latin American countries.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So their music sounds way different. Like their traditional music, it sounds like boom, 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 boom. And they play these big old tubas for the bass.
Traditional, really traditional.
Yeah, traditional. But I hear they sing that. And I'm like, you know what? I could probably sing that.
Okay.
Yeah. But I for sure the other Latin American, like you know, like Cuban, which is completely different, Puerto Rican,
In
even
Ecuador.
Ecuador. What is their influence?
I honestly, I can't. I don't know
That's a
what the
good
style
question.
of music here is.
I don't know what their style
is.
is. Probably the closer you are to Mexico, the more it's probably.
No, because a lot of Central America, Honduras has a lot of black influence. When I was there, they all thought I was Honduran.
Oh, okay.
So no, the slave trade, it just Mexico for whatever reason didn't participate in it. I don't know the reason.
And
why.
the only African descent people there, it's not that many. I think somebody told me it's really rare to see them. That they claim that they're Mexican, but they're like African Mexican. There's a small percentage of them in different rural parts, really, of Mexico,
Okay.
and I think they might have either escaped.
That was my first thought.
And that's why they ended up there over the last
That's my
100
first
years. But they're rare to see. But I've seen videos, and I've heard every now and then. I've talked to strangers that will mention that. I'm like, oh yeah, I've heard like there's some Africans here. Like, where are they? Like, I would love to see them like in person and try to have a conversation. But yeah, because of all of that, the music does sound way different. I don't know what the influence is, but it don't sound nothing like the rest of Latin America. It sounds like
I am going to Google that.
you should.
Yeah,
Just
check it
say
out.
Mexican music, and then you'll hear it, and then also Google African people of African descent in Mexico, which is really interesting.
We'll
Like
Will do. On that note, I am going to say thank you again for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us. Blessing.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You're always welcome. And of course, we're going to wait till the release of the music video.
Give us a couple weeks. Yeah.
But for now, of course, they can enjoy the audio version.
The audio, absolutely.
Right. And I also want to say thank you to everyone that tuned in.
Yes.
I appreciate y'all's time. You taking out your time.
Yep.
You know, so we're blessed by that as well. And it just kind of goes back and forth. You're
Yes.
blessed.
And where
And
can I
blessed
find
by
you?
blessing.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I didn't hear that.
I just said, and blessed by blessing.
Oh, of course. Blessed by blessing. Bless you. Bless you. Bless you. Always. Always. Thank you guys again. And where can they find you if they want to follow you?
All they gotta look up is Saint Oshun. Stoshun. Saint Oshun. And by the way, if anybody likes any of we've got merch.
Okay.
So if you look up Saint Oshun anywhere on the internet, anywhere on any social media platform, you're going to find us. If you find a link on that platform that is like one of those quick links, you'll see the merch store or all the music, including whips and champagne. So just look up ST space OSHUN.
Facts.
Great. Same name everywhere. St Ocean. I'm gonna say thank you so much one more time for being here. Amazing song, amazing work. Whips and champagne, guys. Do not hesitate. Continue to stream. You're also on Spotify, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere.
Apple Music. Yeah.
I wish you both all the best in your future
Thank
endeavors. And
you.
if there's anything you want us to know going forward, please do not hesitate again to reach out to us, and we would love to hear, your success stories moving
Of
forward.
course.
Thank you.
Yes.
Blessing.
We will see y'all again in the
Yeah.
very, very near future.
Hopefully, hopefully. All the best and hear from you soon.
Yes, hear from
Have
you
a good
soon.
evening.
Have a good evening, guys. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
And bye, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, Karen. Oh, my goodness. Thank you. God bless you. You're appreciated. All right, guys. I'll see you again when next I come live. Thank you, St. Ocean, and have a blessed evening. Bye for
Bye
now.
bye.